The opinions and views expressed by individuals during this broadcast are their own and may not be the opinions of this network, their group, or other organization they may be involved with.
Rise and shine, it's marijuana time. Your morning wake and bake show, and it's time to get high. Rise and shine, it's marijuana time. Your morning wake and bake show here on NOK Network.
Happy 4/27, y'all.
Love you, brother. Awesome, dude. That was a good hit.
What's good, Brother Ron? Good morning, good morning. This is my baby, Terrapin. You know that Grateful Dead song, Terrapin Station. Here we go, baby. Much love.
Happy 420 this man. Light him if you got him.
Rise and shine, it's marijuana time. Your morning wake and bake show, and we're here to get high.
Good morning, all. Winnie the Rottweiler and the Frog Father GJL enjoying his bong. Oh, that was a good one. Peace, everyone. Take care.
Happy 420. Happy 420, y'all, from the 17 Story Games. And Story Games guys. Cheers, y'all.
Cheers, everybody. Gather Warner.
Cheers.
Rise and shine, it's marijuana time. Your morning wake and bake show here on NOK Network. Oh, hey there, everyone. Good morning, good morning. Welcome, everyone, to this morning's episode of Rise and Shine. It's marijuana time, your morning wake and bake show right here on NOK Network. I'm your joint host, Ron McNabb, and we're going to have so much fun this morning smoking with our like-minded friends. And we're at episode 175 this morning on this Sunday, beautiful sunny Sunday, April the 27th, 2025. But man, is it cold out there. It may be sunny, but it sure is cold. But it is nice and warm in here, folks. We got the fire kicking here, right? So cheers, everyone. Welcome. Don't forget to give the feed a like and a share if you want as well. Share it out to your friends and your enemies. Who knows? They might like it, right? And we've already got a few people in the chat here. We've got Frog Father tuning in from YouTube. Keep wanting to say Rumble. Should say Rumble. But anyways, we're glad to have Frog Father here. He's saying good morning, Ron. And it is -1 in the MAC right now. And we'll get to my weather in just a moment here. And but we also got Aaron saying huzzah, huzzah. Good morning, right? I see that Aaron is awake and here bright and early. And we got our good brother Kenny G saying good morning, everyone, right? Good morning, beautiful world, right? And Frog Father says here, time to hear all the wildfire anxiety at the Sunday security sesh with Beach Shop Winnie, right? So actually, I haven't even checked to see what the situation is there. Let me just take a quick peekaboo. Alberta wildfire map. Might take me a while to actually find it. Interactive map. I use the same thing for Ontario here when we got the they got the fire maps, right? So hopefully all is well and no one's been hurt or whatever, and not too many people are being displaced. Aaron saying good morning, Kenny. And we got Kenny asking, how are you kicking this morning? Kicking like a Bruce Lee chicken. I'm kicking, right? Kicking like a Bruce Lee chicken. Oh, wow. Time's flying by. 7:09. We got 1 minute to 7:10, folks. Aaron's got his coffee made and heading to the grow room. Wow, what time did you get up this morning, Aaron? I know it's like, what, 9:39 at your place right now? But Aaron's right on the ball this morning, so great to have him here. We're having heavy rain and wind this morning. We had rain yesterday. We had rain pretty much all day yesterday. Not heavy rain, though. Not like they said they were going to be. And look at that. We got a really great friend here, Billy Joe Neff. Good morning, beautiful souls, and have a blessed day, right? And how you feeling today, Billy Joe? Hopefully that RSO is helping. It may take a little bit of time, but I'm sure it is working for you, right? And there we go, folks. We are at 7:10. We're just flying right along this morning here, aren't we? So, I'm on the wrong folder here. I'm in my Grow 420 folder. Wrong banner folder. Here we go. Go to Rise and Shine. Here we go. Happy 710 Easties. Whoop, whoop. Cheers, everyone. I got a couple of cool smoke videos to show you later from my studio here. The hydro was out yesterday for a couple hours, and a few hours. Thankfully, the ribs were finished cooking. It got finished cooking in the oven just in time. My oldest son and I came down to my studio yesterday to smoke for a bit. I brought a big LED flashlight for the house, set it right here on top of the stereo. The beam shot up into the ceiling, and you could see the smoke circling around in there. But you could see, it was cool. You could see a really bright beam of smoke in the center, and then you could see the fan beam of a little bit a little bit lighter. You can see the difference in there. In that center one, you can see all the smoke spinning around. Really cool. I got two of those videos. I did one when the two of us were here, and I did another one after he went back up, which I think is a little bit better because I did a little bit more zooming in. But it's cool all the less, right? Nonetheless. Okay, here. Sorry, Ron. Fire is out yesterday, but when will it start up again? Right. Okay, so it is out. I'm not even going to bother looking up this. I'll leave that open so I can check on that later, right? But that's the thing. You never know when it's going to start up. And it looks out, and they confirm it's out. But did you know it could look like fire's all out, but fire's burning under the ground? Did you know that? Did you know the fire can burn under the ground? You don't see any smoke or flames above the surface until you do. Yeah, it's really wild, man. Really wild. Okay, we missed a few comments here. Bong ribs time, right? It's time for bong ribs. We'll do bong hit time in a minute. We got Aaron saying good morning to Billy, right? 8:39. Oh, 8:39. I said 9:39. I'm going an hour past it. Yeah, you're only an hour and a half. 8:39. Woke up at 8. Coffee's good, right? Good morning. We got Daniel Mercado. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Mercado. So good morning. I can sleep decent since Arso right on. Awesome. We got DC Sweets in the house. Greetings, everyone. Rastafari, right? And where Kenny is, it is 7:10. Well, that was a few minutes ago. North Carolina. Life is good, right? Yes, it is. We got Billy Joe saying good morning to Aaron. May your smoke be super sweet. Right on. That's awesome. Can I have a plate of ribs? I would say yes, my brother. I would say yes. But there's none left. We polished those things off so well last night. We're also supposed to have roasted potato wedges made with some of our canned potatoes. But we forgot to drain them. But then it wouldn't have done us any good because the power went out too. I could have done them on the barbecue, but like I said, we forgot to drain them. So, but it ended up working out well. We had coleslaw, homemade coleslaw we made. Well, my son made it with our recipe. That was really, really good. And then, well, not our recipe. We grabbed it off the internet. One that we like. We tried many different types of recipes. Like, okay, when we're doing stuff, when we're looking for recipes like coleslaw, we'll try a few different types, different recipes, see what we like. Even if we find one that we like, we'll still maybe try some other ones. Help clean after. Well, there is still some stuff to clean up after. I forgot some stuff out in the barbecue. I didn't even barbecue yesterday. I didn't even cook. My two boys looked after. Well, my oldest boy pretty much did the barbecue. My youngest boy was just hanging there with him. I wish my middle boy could have been here, but he was 3 hours south of here, and because we're having like a birthday dinner for my oldest. He's turning 26 tomorrow, and I wish my middle boy could have been here. He really wanted to be here, but there's just no way. It just wasn't going to happen yesterday, but we would have FaceTimed him. But he got himself banned off Messenger again. He speaks his mind so much sometimes. Anyways, he's a good kid. He's a good kid. I wish he was here yesterday. He would have had a grand time. Right? Hopefully that RSO is working its magic for you, right? And we got Dude Bro SCF 420 in the house. Good morning, good morning. That's the way it's supposed to be when you make ribs. Nothing left, right? Well, there's the bones. That would have been awesome on the grill, right? Well, actually, what we did, my son he started him and he cooked him in the oven, but then finished him on the grill with barbecue sauce. Like he seasoned them in the oven with all seasoning and spices. But then when they were done, he took them out. Well, pretty much done, almost done. Took them out and just did them on the barbecue for a bit, and got them a little charred up a bit with a nice spicy sauce. All homemade from all different ingredients in the house. So it was really, really, really delicious. Oh, and there was homemade French bread that my wife made. That alarm there was 1 minute to 420, folks. So get yourselves ready. What was I saying? I know I interrupted myself to say about the alarm, talking about the dinner. I can't remember exactly, but yeah, I noticed when I took my video outside this morning, beautiful sunshine, and I noticed there was still some stuff over on the barbecue, the cookie sheet. Oh, talking about garlic bread. We'll come back to that in a moment, because it is now 420, folks, for the West Coast. So happy 420, Westies. Light them up if you got them, folks. Cheers. What is everyone smoking on this fine, sunny Sunday morning? I started off with some platinum cookies, but now moved on over to the plank. Oh, that plank is so strong. It hits hard. I'd say it'd be the difference of, say, like when you're having a cigar, puff on a cigar. You got a cigar that's like sweet, and you got one that's a little bit more harsh that just kind of really hits you, right? Not that I've had much experience smoking cigars. I have smoked a few. I did enjoy it. Oh, wow. We got lots of comments here. Let's see here. Wow, you guys are awesome. You guys are awesome. Yeah, they were finished up on the grill, and then we had the barbecue, the garlic bread. We actually did that on the barbecue because the hydro was out at this point, so we couldn't do the garlic bread in the oven. And so that was amazing. We just put it up on the top rack, toasted the bottom, turned it over a bit. Now, some of the minced garlic we did come off. Oh, well. But you could still taste it all. It was fucking amazing. It was amazing. I think there's one piece of garlic bread left. But we went through 2 loaves. 2 loaves of French bread. Oh, yeah. Back to comments. Yeah, I was talking about the wife's homemade French bread, right? All right, so we got some more comments here. I got to go back up and see what we got here. Right here. It is letting me sleep well, and it is actually, I believe, helping with my arthritis. Awesome. I've had less pain in the last few days. That is awesome to hear. That is so awesome. And yes, as I mentioned in my comment to you about the RSO, it does help you sleep. And sleep is when the body heals the most. Right? That's when the medicine's really doing its work. You have an electric stove only, right? I do. I have the electric stove, but I do have a single burner butane stove that we use when the hydro goes out, so we can still make tea, coffee, because we use French press in the house. And our kettle is a stovetop stainless steel kettle. You make soup, all that type of stuff on it. We also got the barbecue, so and I can put my cast iron pans right on the barbecue, so I can easily cook whole breakfast out there, bacon and eggs and everything. I got this one really huge cast iron pan. Like, it's really big. Like we have one that's already really big, but then we have one that's bigger than that. That's the really, really big one. That's the one I was talking about. That's probably, I haven't measured it, but if I had to guess, just looking, I'm fairly accurate with guessing. I'd say it's probably 12 is right there. $13, $14, $15, $16. It could be an 18-inch, 16 to 18-inch cast iron fry pan. And then we got one that's just a little bit smaller than that. And then we've got like a 10-inch. So that's the one we use all the time that we keep in the drawer of the oven. That's 10-inch, I think. And then we got like a 6-inch and two 4-inches. 4-inch. Probably 2 6-inches, an 8, a 10, and then we got the big ones. It's like a 12, and then like a 16 or an 18. And then we got Dutch ovens, a couple of Dutch ovens, cast iron pots. I'd love to get my hands on, we used to have a set, cast iron pots with the handles, weighed a whole set. I accidentally got rid of them when we were moving years ago. This would have been back in 2001. Yeah, 2001. And my wife's never forgiven me for that. No, she has, but no, she's disappointed that I got rid of them. But hey, that was that many years ago, right? I'll do the cleanup for a bag of weed. Come on over, brother. I'll give you a bucket of weed. Is everything happy for a bag of weed, right? Awesome, happy 26th birthday. Whose birthday is it? Oh, my son. I'll get it. Yeah, 26, man. 26. So 26 years ago today, we knew he was coming soon. Actually, what time of the day was he born? I can't remember. Oh, he was born at night. Yeah, so we would have been right about now. My wife, I think it was about now or a little bit earlier. 26 years ago. At this point, she would have realized that we had him at home too. We had a home birth, in a water birth. It was really cool. And this kid loves the water. Like, seriously. He's like a fish, and he loves fishing. Thank you, guys. It was an awesome time with him here yesterday. His wife was here, Misty, the two girls, Lux and Maeve. There's nothing like doggies barking and bong rips and gorgeous sunrise, right? Father-son is strong this morning. I have a beautiful, beautiful video to show you guys in a moment. Oh, Mikey James is in the house. We got Mikey James here. Good morning, Mikey. I'm way behind on the comments. I'm like 9 minutes, 10 minutes behind. I'm sorry, folks, but you guys are awesome. That's right, the French bread. It was awesome, too. Ready doing Hulk Candy Sativa Dominant and, of course, Lemon Wax. I'm not a fan of Sativa Dominant strains. Not really a fan. Morning, Mikey. Fire up, Happy 420 West East. I'm a little late. Danky. Happy 420. Smoking a mix of Biscotti Platinum Purple and Biscotti Platinum Kush. Nice. Was it a baguette? Okay, not quite a baguette. It was like, well, it didn't rise as much as my wife had wanted it to. I think she thinks she might have overproofed the bread, which happens. But it was about this big, and if you were to like about that wide, and it was about that high. Should have been about that high. But it was about like that, so it was a little flatter. But my son cut some of it as slices, but then I think he did half as slices, and then 1.5. Yeah, 1.5. He cut it sideways like this, so you have like a big flat piece of bread, and then we cut it up afterwards in the house. But it was delicious. Good old Rick Simpson oil, right? There's other names it goes by too that people call it: FICO, full extract plant oil. Kim uses WPO, whole plant oil. Rick Simpson is the guy that initially one of the initial pioneers in it, right? Right? Mary Jane is a very awesome healer. Now, if everyone could just get proper access to this amazing, amazing plant, right? I consider it a sacred herb, in my opinion. Everyone, wisdom for today. Your heart is the light of this world. Don't cover it with your mind, right? Our mind can deceive us. Our heart is our true self. Beautiful being, all inspiring and stuff shows how beautiful your soul shine is, right? I like that, soul shine. That'd be a good band name, Soul Shine. Usually gas stoves are used as backup heat and used in rural settings, right? When we just rent, so my landlord, they ain't gonna be putting any backup stuff in the house here. But when we lived up here before, we used to live with my in-laws. We shared the big house with them, and our main heat was wood stove. We had a big wood stove out in the shop. We had a big, huge, like 24 by 26 by 34 shop. And we used to actually burn used engine oil in there too. We had an old propane tank that had been cut open. You could dump the oil in. We had a copper line running from there with a shut-off valve and all that for a drip into the stove. Worked amazing. There's a shop just down the road. I doubt they got that set up there now, because the guy that did have the shop and ran the place, it's a different business in there now. But he sadly passed away from cancer, and but he had that set up as in his with his oil stove. No, it was a wood stove there that he had. He burned the old engine oil. But when we lived up here before, yeah, we had the shop wood stove. We had 2 wood stoves in the house. The house was that big, needed 2 wood stoves. They were up on the main level. When my in-laws initially moved in there, there used to be a big, huge wood stove, and it was installed in the basement. But they didn't want to be going down to the basement all the time, and they didn't need a stove that was that big. So, well, it wasn't really a basement. It was like you could walk. There was stuff stored down there, canned food and that, but it was more of a cellar type thing. Old stone foundation. There was a dirt floor? I think there was poured concrete on over the dirt. But we had a propane cooking stove, so we could still cook. we had a propane furnace, but that was back up to the wood stove when like early spring or early spring or early fall, like when your temps and that. Sometimes it's hard to get the stove going. Weedimers, right? Right? Yeah, my son's birthday. Oh, the Weedimers is real. The Weedimers is real. The forgetful stoner strikes again. I still have a lot to learn. I have my days where I slip. Hey, we all do. We all do. But remembering through the heart, right? I'm a sativa guy myself. Yeah, I don't like sativas very much. I'm more of an indica type of guy. Very sacred, right? The sacred like the scent of basil. In fact, I think many of our herbs should be, even our culinary herbs, they should be considered sacred. But cannabis? Ooh. That's one that tops them all. Cool band name, right? Soulshine. You got hearts from Billy Joe and the couch, right? Right? Oh, look at that. We're caught up with the comments. Right on. All right, I guess we do got to go to break. But let's talk about we'll do the weather first. We will do the weather this morning. We haven't done it. I've decided what I'm going to do is I'm just going to let the show be organic. If we end up doing the weather, we do the weather. If we do the news, we do the news. Whatever time it is that we do that, that's what happens. Whatever happens on the show happens on the show. That's how we're gonna go. But we'll try to keep within the time constraints of things. Like we are a little bit over, but from going to break. But I have it within. If I go to break anywhere between now and 8, if I'm going to be here longer than 8, we're cool. So, anyways, we're going to do the weather. I was going to go to break. Weedimer strikes again. Okay, so what is it I'm trying to do? Weather. All right, we'll be right back right after this with your morning weather report here on Rise and Shine. It's marijuana time.
It's now time for your morning weather report on Rise and Shine. It's marijuana time.
All right, folks. So let's just refresh the screen here. Okay, so this was updated 12 minutes ago. Right now, it is pure sunshine out there. Looks gorgeous. But look at that. 0 degrees Celsius, 32 degrees Fahrenheit. See, that's an easy one. Feels like -2. But we're going up to a high of, what do you see there? 18. Whoop, whoop. It's going to take a while to get there, though. Because here's our morning forecast up until noon. Noon will only be at 11. But that'll still be nice because it's all pure sunshine. We won't be hitting our high until until 4. It's going up and up and up. There's our high at 4, and then it starts going down again. We're going cold again. 5 degrees, feeling like 3 by 11 p.m. tonight. And we'll be sitting at early morning tomorrow, 2 degrees, feeling like -1. So the plants will go out in the greenhouses today. but they'll have to come back in again tonight, just like they did last night. And let's see what we got. So it looks like plants will be going out every day in the greenhouse, but they'll be coming back in. Looks like we get a bit of a reprieve for Monday night. Look at that, 19 on Tuesday, but rain. But looks like Monday night we can leave the plants out. It'll be 12 degrees. But look at that, Tuesday -2, Wednesday 0, Thursday the 5 might be okay to leave out. We'll see. But for sure they'll have to come in the Friday, the Saturday, the Sunday, and the Monday if it is 5 at night. So that'd be like Monday night going into early Tuesday morning. The 5 degrees might be okay, but it should be okay because the plants are up high. They're up about, 30 inches or so, maybe a little bit more. So they're not down on the ground because they could get hit with frost. There is still a risk of frost at that point. I do believe there was frost out there this morning. But here's our week coming up. 14, 16, 16, 17, 17, 17, and 17. And then we got like sixes, sevens at night. So it looks like around a week this Tuesday, it's May 6th, it'll probably be safe to leave the plants out most of the time at night in the greenhouses. So that, folks, is your morning weather report here on Rise and Shine. It's marijuana time. That's where I live. You guys, where you guys are, you going to be colder, warmer? What's it like for where you are? Let the show flow like a river. Exactly, Kenny. Exactly. Let it happen naturally, right? I do like having some format stuff. I just roll with it. Right? What else isn't working yet? There we go. We got Frosty in the house. He says bye. Did I misread? He said hi. I didn't even see him come in. Anyways, good morning, Frosty. Good morning. Unless that was when I said I was going to break. How come y'all do temps in Celsius? You know what I should do is I should do it in Fahrenheit sometimes. I wish I could easily change it, but I have to change it in the settings and then close the app and reopen the app and then search where I was looking for the weather. We use Celsius in Canada. That's what we use. I know in the States you guys all use Fahrenheit. Okay, we'll stop the music here. There we go. Because we're going to go to break. And so, yeah, we that's what we use here, Celsius. But what I'll do is I'll do the weather for some days. I'll just give it in Fahrenheit. When we order my wife's new phone and I get her old phone to have a secondary device down here, then I can do that. I'll be able to my internet, my cell service is cut out back again. I gotta find out what's going on. I keep losing cell service once in a while. It'll just cut out for a second and then come back on. Anyways, but I'll be able to have two devices so that I can have Celsius and Fahrenheit, just like that. So we'll run through these comments real quick and then we'll go to break, folks. We got Aaron Anderson in the house, the man with 3 A's in his name. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Good morning, Aaron. We got Kenny saying, good morning, good sir. 45 degrees Fahrenheit, where Billy is there. So 0 is 32. So there you go. It's 42, 13 degrees cooler. 13 degrees Fahrenheit cooler where I am from where Billy Joe is. Rain, and more rain and wind here in Cape Breton, right? Now, as much as I love the East Coast, like if I had the opportunity to move anywhere in Canada, like away from Ontario, out of Ontario, if I could go to the East Coast or West Coast or prairies or whatever, definitely wouldn't be Quebec. I don't know if I would choose the East Coast. As beautiful as it is, as slow as the life is out that way, I don't know if I could handle that much rain and cloud and all of that. But then again, like out in Vancouver, they get a lot of rain out there too, right? And Aaron's currently rolling another joint. All right, right on. Rolling another joint. No, he's rolling another joint. All right, so well, we're going to go to break right now. So we're going to be back in 4 minutes and 20 seconds. And when we get back, we're going to get you moving and grooving probably, and we'll have a chilling chat, and then we'll be out of here shortly after that. But this will give you some time to get that joint rolled, right? And Aaron says we got rain here in southern Newfoundland, right? We got Sir Rap Bastard tuning in from Rumble. Great morning, tokers, and a great morning it is. Rolled one to a candied apple. Nice. I still have a bit of a joint left here from yesterday. What was it that this might be platinum cookies. I can't even remember what it was. I think platinum cookies. So, all right. So, we'll be back in 4 minutes and 20 seconds, folks. So don't go away. But we'll have a quick bong talk first, and then we'll be right back. So, cheers. All right, so we will be back in 4 minutes and 20 seconds, and cheers, everyone.
Hey, hi, my name is John Mark, aka Sublimator Warrior, and I would like to welcome you to Smoke Signal in Tyndinaga.
One dab make your whole dome drip sweat. One dab make the homies all dip set. One dab, only really need one dab. One dab.
Smoke Signal is a medical dispensary where you can get all your products and needs.
Start vaping a whole bunch. Might just start laying up the blunts. God. Ooey, ooey, gooey, that's a sticky dab. Sticky dab. Might just have to put this one on Instagram. Go and hold it in, feel it in your ribs.
So come and check us out in Tyndinaga. 55 Highway 49 in Tyndinaga. It's on the res, and we're open from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. 7 days a week.
Are you a Northern Ontario resident searching for credible information on cannabis as a medicine? No Sir is here to help. Established in 2013, Northern Ontario Cannabis Education and Resources is here for you. No Sir Director Kim Cooper brings you 45 plus years experience utilizing cannabis as a medicine, and she is spreading that education across the North. Activism, referrals, resources, and more at No Sir. Don't be a jackass. Say no, sir, to propaganda with No Sir. Find them at www.nocer.ca.
Advertising space available at NOK. Contact us for a rate sheet at NOKNetwork.com.
Dudes and dudettes, enjoy the show, man.
And welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to this morning's episode of Rise and Shine. It's Marijuana Time, your morning wake and bake show right here on NOK Network. And I'm your joint host, Ron McNabb, and we've been having so much fun smoking with our like-minded friends this morning. And this is episode 175 for the sunny Sunday, April 27th, 2025. And let's they changed the ad for the Sticky Dab dispensary. I don't know. I'll have to check it. I'll have to check it out. I don't know if it's been changed. I know we used to have Jolly's house on there. That was the one with the donuts and the infused cornbread. I don't think that one's running anymore. But we also have 4 different commercial sets that we got that we rotate through. So I don't know if there's ones that are different between those. I haven't really paid notice to them. We have a lot of cardinals here. That's one bird I don't see a lot of. Yeah, I'll give Frosty a link here. Frosty's asking for a link. We'll send a link over to him. Invite, copy. Yeah, I don't see very many cardinals here at all. I have seen them. Where am I going? Messenger. I see a lot of Blue Jays, but we also grow a lot of there you go, Frosty. Link sent. We grow a lot of sunflowers, so that attracts a lot of the Blue Jays. They hang around. Literally, they'll hang off the plant, off the sunflower. The head's hanging there. They'll hang upside down, picking the seeds out of it. It's funny watching them. We got Mikey Jameson in the house. Good morning, brother. Need one dab, right? Arnin, everybody. Everyone. Marnin. Bong rip number 3. Burn, burn. Yep. Billy Joe saying good morning to Mikey. It's the Indian Reserve Dispensary. Oh, yeah, there was, what was the... Oh, yeah, no, I know which one. Smoke Signals. Yeah. I know which commercial you're talking about. When they say ooey gooey, that's a sticky dab. I don't know. I'll have to listen to that one again. That was Set 1, I believe. Yeah. I'll check that later. I didn't think it was changed, but maybe. Okay, so I better turn my volume up so I'll be able to hear Frosty when he comes in. I said we were going to get moving, grooving, but we're flowing like a river right now, right? Not flying, flowing. So we're doing this right now. Yeah, Tyandanega. I'll have to watch that. I don't know if it's been changed. Maybe it has. Yeah, that one I wouldn't be able to spell. Yeah, Mikey spelled it right. The coziest reserve right after the Mohawks from the Six Nations. Or the craziest reserve. Oh, I hear Frosty coming in. Here he is. What's up, motherfucker? There we go. Good morning.
Just trying to get a quick dab in me. It's pouring rain here today.
Sorry, what was that?
Pouring that rain again here today.
Yeah, Aaron was saying it's pouring. It's raining down in southern Newfoundland, and Aaron says raining out in Cape Breton. Motherfucking Frostella. The Frostmeister.
Oh yeah, it's me. Listen to him over there. Blony lips, Mikey.
Baloney lips.
His lips running like pieces of fucking flappy wax on the end of the blony. You know when you cut the blony off, you don't cut the wax all the way through. Your flippy wax there, that's fucking Mikey's lips. He's flapping like flippy wax.
Oh, that's funny. Oh, there we go. We got Vinny Davarino here up on the screen. Great. Frosty, good morning. Kenny G. Minnesota also. Oh, there he is, right?
Yeah, I got to come up with a new one after that one. That was kind of hard to outdo.
Vinny Dabarinky. Vinny Dabarinky.
Oh, that's like that.
Hear the rain just beating off the side of the house. I miss hearing the rain beating off the roof of the house. We lived up here before my in-laws. We lived in an old log house. It had siding on it, but we had some of the log exposed in the house, which was gorgeous. Big, huge square logs. The house was made from log trees.
Okay, so
cut from the property.
Right, logs and beaten off. I gotta get out of here.
But we had a steel roof on the house.
I gotta go though. Peace out,
All right.
y'all.
Cheers. Thanks for popping in. Here we go.
Much love.
Much love. Take care. There we go. Always great having Frosty pop in the house, right? Oh, I forgot that was the plank. Oh. But yeah, I miss hearing the rain beating off the tin roof. In fact, I just mentioned yesterday to my son, I miss sitting out in the what is now initially was my wife's garden tool shed. And then I took it over as a smoke shed. And then when I started smoking in the house, in the basement, it became her tool shed again. So I actually want to make it's got some other stuff stored in there that shouldn't really be in there. There's some other bulky stuff that doesn't really need to be in there either. But I can, what I want to do is I want to build like a little potting bench in there for her. Right? So she has a place she can come in, she can set her basket. Even if she doesn't do anything in there, at least she's got a place she can set her basket, her gloves down. If she needs to do anything, it's right by the window that's there. So I do have a few videos to show you guys. It's a few quick videos. One was from yesterday morning. It started snowing a bit after the show, 8:30. Coffer's Corner. Coffer's Corner. Coffer's Corner. All right. I always like that for me on Facebook. Oh, hold on. Missing comments here. Anyone else go to reply to a comment but can't see what the fuck they're writing? Facebook's been doing some weird shit lately. Really weird shit. They bring up suggested tags when you're typing shit. And it pops up. And that hides what you're trying to do. And the only way to get rid of it, you got to hit the back button. And it's crazy. All kinds of weird shit happening. Could rename the show Hacker's Corner for all the sound effects, right? We got Rastarino. Oh, geez. There we go, hacking up again. Rastarino in the house. Good morning, good morning. It's always been like that for you on Facebook, right? You show me the screenshot, what it looks like for you. DC, good morning, right? Rastafari. It is annoying. Empty those lungs, right? It's what causes me to make so many spelling mistakes, right? Because you can't see what you're writing, like, geez. Not here on Rumble. Which reminds me to say, folks, if you want to be able to see any of the past shows, because Facebook's starting to delete videos off of Facebook now, right? So, because they don't store them forever, which I understand. With the explosion of people that go live all the time now, you can't really expect them to keep all that information on all that data on their servers. It costs a lot of money to increase your server space. Now you got like things like YouTube, but like YouTube, that's their platform is a video uploading platform. So they expect like that's a part of the, but Facebook is a social thing with the ability to go live as a function within the greater thing, right? This is my assumption on it. But they're deleting older videos. So if you want to see everything, and YouTube censors a lot of shit. So we haven't had much issues lately, but YouTube did take down our initial NOK Network channel. We had all kinds of video up on there. We had a ton of subscribers, and poof, all just gone with no chance of getting it back. So after a bit of time had passed, Kim did create another YouTube account for NOK Network, which we're broadcasting there now. We broadcast every show too. But every once in a while, we get a show pulled down. So Rumble is where you're probably most likely to be able to find all our content there. Now, unfortunately, not everyone on Facebook is on Rumble. Not everyone on Rumble is on Facebook. So bothers me. If it bothers me too much, I watch on YouTube, right? Ron looks like a Mickey Mouse uncle right now, right? It's just comfortable keeping it right there, right? I could have them here. I'm going to go play the video, though. Starting to all my they started to recently, but like they're all gone. So like now they're caught up to where like the video's there for, I think it's like 30 days or something, and then it's automatically taken off. You get a notification that your live video from is about to be deleted in. Download it now if you want to. So yeah, even anything I post up there, just even outside of my shows, I guess they disappear too. Like if I've gone live, that sucks. That sucks because you can go to the post, you see all these comments, but it says up above, instead of seeing the content of the post, it says it can't be seen right now or something like that. The content's been removed or something. Mickey Ron, right? I've got YouTube videos 18 years old. Wow. I lost 2 YouTube channels, right? It's crazy. Yeah, I know. I'm not downloading. That's the other thing. Not downloading another app and giving them permissions to watch me wipe my ass. No, thanks. Rumble, haven't used that in 2 years. Kind of like Snapchat, but deleted every year, right? So I do get why Facebook has made that decision. I do get. Like, data takes up a lot of space, and data storage costs a lot of money. And it's not just stored on a single server. There's multiple backup servers. Not just here, but, well, they probably don't even have any servers here. They're probably all overseas somewhere. It how many more apps do I need to download on my phone before, like, phones that are 256 or 128 meg, 128 gig or 256 gig memory is no longer big enough, because you need at least that just to run half the apps that you have now. Like, Rumble flag, right? Rumble. So anyways, we're going to show a few videos here, a few short videos. I'm going to pause music just so you guys can hear. There might be, well, this one here, first one I'm doing is in the house, I think. Or did I do it out the door? I think I did it out the door. So you can hear the rain, or you can see something falling from the sky. So here we go. Well, hold on, what's happening? Okay, just give me 1 second. Okay, we'll do this one. Actually, I might be able to. No, I don't like that. We'll go here. All right, so here we go. So this was yesterday morning at 8:33. I don't know if you can see it or not, but it is, believe it or not, snowing. It is snowing a bit there. It is snowing a bit there, and there's some areas that got a little that actually had a little bit on the ground. Not near us, but around up here somewhere. I can't remember exactly where, but I did see some pictures on Facebook. Here's what it is this morning. Totally different look. Look at that gorgeous sunrise. Kind of crazy how much data is in the world just encrypted into code, right? Right? We don't see the Rumble flag on Facebook. Yeah, I don't see it here on StreamYard. StreamYard doesn't, it's a sticker, and it doesn't translate over here. Love how you use your yard to its potential, right? When we first moved in here, this was all grass. It used to take forever for us to cut the grass, right? And in fact, my boys used to do it because I wasn't in any condition at that time to be doing the grass with the way my back was. This was pre-cannabis. And so one of my boys would have this section of the yard, this would have had this section, and then the big field, they'd split it up into it was crazy. It was crazy. Now there's more garden than grass, I think. I've been saying that, right? I've been saying that. It feels like forever. Spring is coming, I promise. But out there this morning, here, I'll just play this video once again. If you look at the van, I think you could see, like the vehicles, I think you can see frost on the windows here. Oh, I forgot I'm parked out on the road. Or was it yesterday, the frost? I don't know. Maybe it's on my father-in-law's. Yeah. It's a little bit of frost there. Less mowing, right? Right? Listen to those birds just chirping away. Oh, and the flag if you notice, the Canada flag is down right now. It became, one of the parts of the rope became unhinged on it and or untied or whatever. So my father-in-law tried to fix it yesterday, and he couldn't quite reach from one. He had the end of the rope, and he was trying to grab the flag. And by the time someone was able to go out to look and see what he was doing, to figure it out, what he needed, the rope left, and he had the flag in his hand. So he didn't want the flag to touch the ground, right? So we'll get that all fixed up probably today. I think we might have to take the pole down and restring it, and then. But it's going to be a gorgeous day today. So, but that's covered in frost, right? It is covered, but the sun will warm that up in no time, right? It probably is actually gone now. We've been on for an hour and 16 minutes. It's probably gone now. So anyways, here's the 2 smoke videos, and then I think we'll be out of here just shortly after that. So this one here is with my son and I in the room here. When the power was out, we came down. We had a few puffs, and we had a big LED flashlight sitting here. So we're playing around in the smoke with it a bit in the light. So here we go. Add the stage. Okay, and volume on, and here we go. It's shooting now. Let's go. Let's make this happen.
Oh, nice. Fat clouds.
You 2 distinct. Well, 3 actually. You got the main smoke, and then you got twirls in the outer fan part and twirls in the center.
Videos rarely do something like that justice, but I think my flash fucked it up.
Oh wow!
No,
cool.
It didn't. Oh, nice.
Wicked, man.
It was an internet.
So that was cool. Okay, so we got this one here. I didn't want to put this comment up when we had the video up because I wasn't sure how much it would take over on the screen. So you're lucky, dude. My mistake was I had only had 1 boy and 5 acres. Son began his own life 15 years ago, and now it's all up to me. Ooh, wow, yeah, right. Well, doing all the gardening and that. Actually, I do have a lawn tractor, so if it was all grass, I have a lawn tractor now. I didn't have one 10 years ago when we moved in. I only got it 2 years ago. But if it was all grass now, it would be easier on me if it was all grass. Because the gardens, that's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. But you know what? The rewards from it are so amazing in so many ways. Like the actual physical work, getting the body moving, getting your hands in the soil and all that, and working with the plants. It's good for the mind. And then it's good for the body afterwards when you get to bring in the fruits of your labor, the vegetables of your labor, and eat some good, wholesome food, right? That you grew, that you grew. And Aaron says, I got to refill all my water jugs this morning, down to my last one. Great. So there's a bit of work there. Now I want to blow smoke into a flashlight, right? Right. So we do have one other one coming up, just a short one that I did after he went upstairs. I played around with a bit more and did some more on the Zoom. And Frogfather says, good day, Ron. Have a safe one and positive waves to all, right? So thank you so much for tuning in, Frogfather. Great to see you here again today. Great to see everybody here when they're here, right? We all get to have some great time smoking with our like-minded friends. And Aaron says, thank God we have really good water. pH from the tap is 6.3. Nice. Nice. I think mine is about 7 or 8. So I do gotta... No, it's not 7 or 8. No, I think it's around 6 or 7. I don't always... I do like a fluctuating... like I sometimes will lower the pH of the water and then sometimes use the regular, because different nutrients will uptake at different ranges of pH. And as long as you're within, now depending on what you're using though, you might need to maintain a certain pH depending on what you're using for nutrients and stuff, right? Because some of the stuff is formulated for a specific pH. I fetch spring water from our local spring to feed my girls. Nice. Very nice. Happy high day, Frog Father, right? Fill all my jugs and leave them for 24 hours before I use them, right? If the water so happens not to be working, I go to the Fortune next town, right? 10 minutes drive, they have a spring. Oh, that's right. Yes, I wanted to look at those. Just comment on your plants there. Those your 2 girls, man. They're looking nice. You're looking nice. Here, we'll come full screen here for a moment, so you guys can see this a bit better. So major growth happening, right? But as you can see, you've got some leaves also like twisting around a bit. You got some 3-finger leaves there that look a little weird, like in size. Again, that's all normal when a plant is going from flower to veg again, re-vegging, and it will take a bit of time for the plant to revert back to a full vegetative state. And I am assuming you do have your lights on at 18.6, right? And not 12.12. Because if it was on 12.12, it would be continuing to flower. Right? Nice flowers. The little fishes have been alive for a while now in it too, right? So, what's your opinion of the trim job I sent you this morning? I think they still look lovely, but appreciate a second opinion. I think they look really great. I think they really look really great. Correct, right? I think they do look really great. I think you could take a little bit more off. I think you could take some of the leaves off still, if you wanted to, in my opinion, on both of them, but more so on the bigger one on the left. And I'll show you where I mean. It's right in about up in here. If you can see, it just looks a little bit right up in here. It looks just a little bit busy with leaves there. I think the plant would do well to have just a little bit more airflow in there, because you don't want to create a situation where you're going to get any rot or mold or powdery mildew. And when you got a bunch of leaves kind of all meshed in, touching each other, kind of blocking the airflow through the center of the plant. But I would probably take a few more off and just open up just a little bit. But other than that, I think they're looking really well. They're definitely looking. They're definitely growing. The 3-leaf ones, yeah, I would probably take some of those 3-leaf ones off, because those are going to just remain 3-leaf, and then they're just going to die out. And if you notice, the 3-leaf that's on the bottom here is a little lighter in color. So, and it's also at the bottom. So it looks like it's already starting to die off. And so I would just take just a few of those 3-leaf ones off, just in and around the plant. But I think it's good to do it in stages, like you've done. Like when you took some of the single finger ones off and thinned it out a little bit before. Had you done it all, it probably would have been okay. But in my opinion, I think it's better to do a little bit, take a little bit off, let it rest for a few days, then take a little bit off again. Especially when you got a plant that's it's in re-veg, because the hormones of the plant are just basically all over the place. And if you do too much to it, it might just stress the plant out a bit too much. And it's already going to be the other thing with doing a re-veg. This is what's called monster cropping. So taking a clone from a plant that's in flower, like 1, 2, even 3 weeks into flower, it's called monster cropping. And what you'll get generally is a much bushier plant. And you'll get like explosive growth. But it comes at a cost. The time that it takes to re-veg and get that plant back to a regular looking plant, to where it then is now starting to really grow more branches and really explosive growth, it takes a little bit of time to get there, because it's going from flower back into the vegetative state. So Elliot, Lake Day today, brother. Freaking pumped. Haven't been back home in years. Nice road trip with the nice new wheels, eh? Just can't wait to get out, right? I know the feeling. Yeah, and it is a CX-5 my son has. I showed him the picture of yours, and he says he loves the color. He says he hasn't seen very many that color. So anyways, Sir Rat Bastard, those plants, those girls are looking really fine. Really fine. But yeah, I would just take a little bit more leaves off, just to clean her up a little bit, get her looking more like a regular plant again, but at the same time allowing the airflow through the center of the plant, right? Aaron says, finally starting to gain control over the humidity issues. Good. I know you've been having some issues with that. And that can sometimes be your outdoor issues too. Like if you've got fluctuations outdoors, you're going to have fluctuations indoors. Just because it's outside doesn't mean that it doesn't affect your house. Because your ventilation system in your house can only compensate for so much, right? But then there's still going to be a difference between the outdoor and the it's all little micro environments, right? I really can't wait for that armadillo armor to show up, right? Be exciting to hear when that comes in. Between 37 and 44% is where we're at now. Thankfully, the damage is stopping, right? Yeah, your humidity was going too low, I think. Correct? Yeah, the color is awesome. Love the car. Yeah. Now, my son says it is a little bit like smaller than some SUVs and that, but he says it's he loves it. He loves it. I will do. Right on. Can't wait to see the pics afterwards too. Host ventilation is only as good as or bad as the contractor wants to make it, right? And most places are not very well done. Everyone's just out there to make a quick buck, in my opinion. It'll do. But then again, you also got people on the other side. Customers don't want to really pay for the big stuff, the big good stuff. But then again, there's a lot of people that charge for a lot of other stuff, and people think it's good, but it's all gimmicks. So, but no, I hear you, Mikey. The whole design and everything, the way it, like, even where you put your runs off your main trunk, and how many you have on there, what size of plenum you have, what size of runs you're using. All of that makes a big difference. How long your runs are, how many 90s you're putting in, all of that, right? There's a minimum code to follow in Ontario, and most follow it to a T, right? Exactly. And sometimes code isn't even followed. That's why you got deficiencies in a lot of these big subdivision builds. So we're going to be out of here in a moment, folks. We got Wayne Palmer tuning in. Good morning. And oh wow, you guys are awesome. Tons of comments here. I can't believe the difference between indoor and outdoor growing. I miss outdoor, but loving indoor growing, and a total new game for me. This is my third grow indoor, and I'm learning lots, right? You are the master of your environment, more so on an indoor grow. So you have a lot more flexibility in what you can do, but it also means a lot more work, and you may not have access to everything, all the tools and that to make it work, to get your environment dialed in to where it's perfectly ideal. Sometimes you have to settle for something that's less than ideal just because that's the way it is, right? If you can shoot close enough to the target, then hey, I think that's great. But congrats on the third indoor grow, and learning is never ending, right? Turned off the heat completely in the grow room, 16 degrees in there. In the tent, it's 24%. Humidity is, or 24 degrees. In the tent, it's 24 degrees. Humidity is 42. Right? So if you turn off if you lower temperature, your humidity goes up. Raise the temperature, the humidity goes down. They work in concert with each other. There's a reason why it's called relative humidity. Like, it's all relative to the temperature and all that, right? Just enough to build and pass the build, and that's it, right? And even then, some of the stuff that gets passed should never have been passed. I've seen it myself. I've seen it with two friends of mine. Well, one family member on my wife's side, a cousin, and then a friend of mine. Pages upon pages of deficiencies where most of these don't even pass code. It grows better indoors because you can control everything, right? But again, as I said, it's a lot more work. The wife sent in the money so I can be a judge, but I think I might be in her name. Just shoot Kim a message that it's free, because the payment, it doesn't matter who the payment comes from. But just shoot Kim a message saying that the payment's from your wife name, but this is for your judging kit. But awesome. You're getting that. So that'll be cool. Right on. Switching from Diablo to Kronk was so smart, right? I'm going to get me a grow tent and start growing too. Fuck the lease. Right on, buddy. Right on. Can't smell with a tent anyways, I'm told. If you have a carbon filter in it, you probably shouldn't smell too much. But just keep in mind that every time you open the tent, you're going to have smell come out. And if you're growing some danky dank, you're going to smell. Once in a while, like when my stuff's in flower, and I don't have an exhaust outside, so I do get a smell outside. I don't care. I like it. I live out in the country. You get many smells out here, right? But it doesn't smell too bad. My outdoor plants smell more than my exhaust coming from my indoor grow. So I'm not too worried about that. And my outdoor plants are the talk of the town in a good way. But I'm supposed to be out of here very soon, but I'm still here. But it's Sunday too, right? It's Sunday. Sunday, fun day, Sunday. That's right. We got the IWK 710 Daily Sesh coming up tonight. We'll get all of this in all in one here while we're talking. Ashley Huffman, from Smash's Garden. She'll be on at 7 p.m. Eastern time tonight. Always a great time tuning into her, talking about healthy eating, healthy living, right? Homesteading. Their family's working on their way to get a homestead, find a homestead, find a place to move to and start a homestead. And that, right? But getting back with the smell, Mikey. When my indoor plants are in very late flower, early morning, I can smell them from when I come up the basement stairs, go right up here to the kitchen. I can smell them upstairs in the kitchen a bit sometimes. But again, as I said, I don't have a carbon filter. I can't say what it would be like with a carbon filter, how much it removes. I don't know. I've never really used one. I made one of my own before. I really didn't notice much of a difference. But then again, it was a homemade thing, so it may not have been made all that well, but I really don't care about the smell personally. You can if you don't set up correctly, right? But again, as I said, every time you open the tent when it's in flower, that smell is going to come out into your room. You can't avoid that. I smell tent weed through the air conditioner, right? Make sure the carbon filter and exhaust system is good, especially if you want to keep it to yourself, right? Oh, great. Yeah, then everything's cool, Wayne. Everything's cool. I can smell my grow room from my driveway and in my backyard and I have a filter. Just sent you a couple more pictures. All right, let's see. Nice. Japanese corkscrew tree. We'll be taking shoots from and propagating around the 5 acres. Nice. It's great when you can propagate stuff yourself from stuff that's on your own property, right? Years ago, my father-in-law and I, when we used to share the house with them, that big log house we're talking about, we went back in the bush with the tractor and just a Husqvarna lawn tractor, but like a 24 horse and a trailer on there. We dug up some pine trees and stuff, right? We lined the driveway with a bunch of pine trees. They're still growing there. They're still growing. I've seen them when I've driven by, or you look at the satellite shot. This is what must be the grow tent, 72 Fahrenheit. What? 92% humidity? Is that right? Is that a grow tent? 92%, that's a lot for humidity, I think. But I do have my exhaust outside during the spring and summer, right? I'm excited to be judged. Wanted to be last year, right? It's fun getting to judge all this stuff. It really is. And like I bought like one of the winners. He was at the 710 Stoner Games event where the winners of the Cup, Stoner Games Cannabis Cup were announced. Tribal Gardens. This is what he won first place on. Both a can of cookies. First place, I think, for Indica, I think it was. And I think this was, I don't know, hybrid or sativa. I can't remember. Sativa, maybe? Dark Queen. So some of the people who enter stuff in also go to the games because part of the judges kit is the VIP pass for the weekend. If you happen to be able to make it, right? And we do have some people come out from BC. We've had people come out from there. We've had people come a ways even from Ontario, like 8 hours away, right? Yeah, the exhaust vent outside. I'd live that too, but can't bring myself. Okay, what? I'd live at too, but can't bring myself to paying the fee for what you. Oh, I'd love it too. Oh, right. I know. It is a bit of a cost, and that, but it's the experience too that you're getting. But I do understand that it's not everyone is able to do it, right? Grow 420 tent has one. Has what? Carbon filter? Trying to guess. I gotta get out of here very soon, folks. I gotta get out of here. My wife's up. She's wanting breakfast and stuff. Mikey, you only live once, right? Just get a 2x2 or 3x3. 1, 2, 3 plants shouldn't be too bad. That's the other thing. Yeah, the more plants you have, the more the smell it will be. But then again, you could have one plant, and if it's really good gasser, man, ooh. Got to get the peach tree, and I got to get the peach tree I got the other day. Right? Gotta plant it. Right? Don't want mold. Yeah, 92%. That's really high. That's where it gets with lights on, drops to when lights are off to about 60%. Okay, what? Okay, lights are on, it's at 92% humidity. And when lights go off, it drops to 60. If that's what I'm interpreting correctly, that seems really weird. Unless I don't know what your ambient temperature humidity is outside. When humidity is high like that, you can get powdery mildew, right? And molds and funguses, kind of harmful stuff. Yeah, I got to get that humidity down. That's way too high. Like, that's even kind of high, like, even if you're just trying to do clones in a clone dome. Next year, I might go to the games. That would be awesome, Wayne. That would be totally cool. That would be totally cool. And the thing is, even if you can't participate in, like, some of the games can be modified a little bit so because some of them are physical. I'm going to say that, but it's the whole experience too. It's the whole experience. Just being there's lots of people that go there that watch everything happen, and they have the fucking time of their life because you also get to converse with everybody. There's the music afterwards, everything. It's just a whole bang up event, right? I would love to judge from Minnesota. Unfortunately, that's impossible right now because of our laws. We can't ship the stuff across the border. So maybe one day. It's investment, start slow, 2x2, small, 1 or 2 plants, right? Okay, we just got a few comments left here. Probably shouldn't have paid for it either, but I do a lot of things I shouldn't. If you're interested, I know you're probably not very comfortable coming up on camera, Wayne, but if you are, I will be holding probably at least a couple of NOK Network judges sessions like I did last year. But I'll also be judging all my stuff live again on the different shows I do. So every morning I'll be sampling stuff, right? It'll be a lot easier for me to get through stuff this year because I'm doing a morning show. Once you pay the fee, the rest is free, right? I like that. Not sure what that's. Oh, that's correct. Probably with the humidity and temperature thing. That's really weird. Billy Joe says, have a great, happy Sunday, folks. Enjoy your day, Ron. Feed that wife. See y'all in the morning, right? I got to get breakfast going. And then we're going to be probably doing some work out in the yard today, I would imagine, with it being nice out. Ambient temp 70 in the house. Humidity is only 50. I don't know why if lights are on. Okay, 72 Fahrenheit is what? In Celsius. 72. 72 is 22, so that's not. Your temp is okay. But what I'm confused by is when your lights go out, your humidity should go up, not down. Yeah, I was just going to say, what kind of light are you using? Because there's something that doesn't add up in here. Because usually that's what happens. You increase the temperature because it unless I'm saying it wrong, but I believe I'm right. Because I know when my lights go out, my humidity goes up. I'm using LEDs. Have a good, happy rest of your day. I got one more smoke video to show, guys. One more smoke video. One really cool one. The one I did afterwards, after my son left. So we'll do that now, and then I'll run the rest of the comments through. We got Dreadhead Jeff in the house. Hey, my brother. I'm in and token. Right on. Peace. Man, the wind and rain is pretty heavy today. I'm going to be stuck in the house. No, that sucks, man. Rained here all day yesterday. LED set that came with the tent. That's weird. Unless the controller's giving you incorrect readings. I don't know. That's really weird. I don't know what to say because I don't use a controller or whatever or whatever. Or is this just it's in AC Infinity? Yeah, so I don't know what the hell is it, how that's hooked up, or I don't know anything that's that type of stuff. I don't have any of that type of setup. So, anyways, here's the. Hold on. So here's the other smoke video here. Oops, hold on. That music down a bit. There we go. Never attempted to calibrate the unit. Yeah, I'm almost wondering. Do you have like a? Here's what I would do. If you have like a separate hygrometer, like a temperature and humidity reader, just stick it in the tent, just somewhere, and see what the reading is. To see what the reading is on that. See what happens. See what you get. See if it mimics this or if there's a difference. Because if there's a difference, then that might be that something needs to be calibrated. Again, I don't have experience with these type of controllers, so I really can't give any advice on it outside of I do believe that there might be some calibration capabilities. I don't even know that. I do know, like on the EC pens, they have to be calibrated. Like for doing hydroponics and stuff, shit like that, for checking the ppms and everything. Those things have to be calibrated. But I don't know if any of this type of stuff has any calibration capacities or not. But if it does, that's probably where I would probably start with putting a independent hygrometer in there and seeing what readings you get and comparing it to this, and go from there. Didn't realize how long we've been on. I know, right? Almost 2 hours. Let's look at the time. First time watching the show this morning. See what lowers the humidity, then go with those settings, right? Right. And do you have any, like, is like wherever the pickup for this is like, do you have a humidifier sitting right there? Because if it's sitting right there, wherever the pickup is on it, then it's obviously going to take a higher reading than the rest of the ambient room or tent, right? Haven't connected the fresh air fan as of yet, but would that drop the humidity? I'm not 100% sure. I don't have anything. I don't have fresh air going out. I have just passive airflow coming into my grow cabinet. So I don't have anything like that. So I don't know. That might be it. I don't know. Have a great day, Ron. Have a great day, everyone. Happy Sunday, folks. Right? Happy Sunday. Right? Thinking. All right. So here's the smoke video here. Lights up, fam, and commence sucking. Right? Here we go. We'll be gone right after this. I just wish that cable wasn't there. It's my internet cable. So I'm gonna do some like this. Cool song for it too. Talking about ganja smoke. No humidifier, just moisture wicking from the grow bags. Now, I really don't know. But 92%, if that is what it is, that's too high. Way too high. But like I said, it could be that unit's reading wrong. So start with just an independent hygrometer and go from there. That's all you can really do to start off with. Aside from that, I really don't have any other advice outside of what we've talked about here. The fresh air fan may have an effect on that, because anything you do is going to change the environment. Having the tent door open is going to change the environment. Anything you do in there, putting another plant in there will change the environment. Taking a plant out will change your temps and humidity. You may not, some of it you may not see, but once you get to that range, like where you are now, 92 is definitely too high for the stage that these plants are in. Is it only those 2 plants in the tent? Is there any other plants in there? But that's weird. That the temp seems okay. The temp seems okay to me. But the humidity should be, I can't remember the exact range, but I think anywhere between, Aaron might be able to help me out more with this. For me, I have a hard time trying to control my stuff, so I try to make sure it's not too high and not too low. And if it's anywhere in between that, then that's what I have to roll with, right? It's what I've got. So anyways, I gotta go. I know I got Aaron. I know Aaron sent a video. I'll take a look at that later. Crazy loud wind and rain, right? Opposite of what I got going on today. Talking about growing, right? So anyways, I'm not gonna put the music back on. I should run another commercial. I need to put alarms in here to run commercials every hour. We'll run another commercial and then we'll come back for another quick toke and then we'll be out of here after that. I got to keep up with my the network obligations to our sponsors, so they get the coverage that was agreed upon, right? When their advertising went up. So here we go. We will be back in 4 minutes and 20 seconds. When we get back, we'll have one closing toke to close out the morning here. And cheers.
Hey, hi, my name is John Mark, aka Sublimator Warrior, and I would like to welcome you to Smoke Signal in Tyendinaga.
One dab make your whole dome drip sweat. One dab make the homies all dip set.
Smoke Signals, Tyendinaga.
Smoke Signals, Tyendinaga.
Smoke Signals, Tyendinaga.
Ooey, ooey, gooey, that's a sticky dab. Might just have to put this one on Instagram.
Smoke Signals, Tyendinaga.
Hold it in, feel it in your wrist.
Smoke Signals, Tyendinaga.
Check us out in Tyendinaga. 55 Highway 49 in Tyendinaga. It's on the res, and we're open from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. 7 days a week.
Tune in daily to NOK Network's diverse podcasting lineup. Ganja News Update, Mondays at 8 p.m. Eastern with Tara Simpson and Ron McNabb. Waking Up with the Waniac, Tuesdays at 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific with Tombstoner Wayne Cruz from Tombstone, Arizona. Grow 420, Tuesdays at 4 p.m. Eastern with Ron McNabb. Psychedelic Reporters, Tuesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern with Hobbies Puppets and Tara Simpson. Peace, News and Views, Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern with Sir Stevo and Kim Cooper. Thursdays we have Open Your Eye with Kim Cooper and Tara Simpson, 8 p.m. Eastern. Followed by Thursday Night Vibes at 9:15 p.m. Eastern with Master and Mama Rochi. The IWK 710 Daily Sesh airs 7 nights a week with our rotating joint hosts, nightly at 7 p.m. Eastern. Thanks for tuning in to all the podcasting on NOK Network.
Woo-hoo-hoo!
Now we get back to the show.
Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to this morning's episode of Rise and Shine. It's marijuana time. So we're going to close out here now, folks. We've hit the end of episode 175 on this fun day, Sunday, April 27th, 2025. And I'm just laughing at my voice message here. So anyways, thank you all for tuning in. It's been a great show this morning once again. And again, tune in to, don't forget to tune in to the IWK 710 Daily Sesh tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern Time with Ashley Huffman from Smashly's Garden for a great time and chats and tokes with her, all about healthy living, gardening, Juice Plus, tower gardening, and everything all else, homesteading, and everything all related within all that. And then we'll be back again tomorrow morning with Rise and Shine. It's marijuana time, your morning wake and bake show here on NOK Network with episode 176 for April 28th, 2025. Now, let me just see here. I just realized I got to be in Huntsville for 10 o'clock. So 9, it's an hour and a half, so 8:30, 8. So tomorrow morning we'll have to be done at 8 o'clock sharp. If not, maybe just a few minutes before that. Because I gotta take my son out to down to Huntsville tomorrow. For a few things. I gotta pick up a couple of things down there myself. And so we got to be down there for 10. And so, yeah, tomorrow night, I'll also be live with Tara Simpson on Ganja News Update at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. But we'll talk more about, we'll remind you again tomorrow morning about that. But for now, we got to get on out of here. We've been on just over 2 hours. So stay happy, stay healthy, stay high. Cheers. All right. We'll see you tomorrow morning, folks. And one last thing. Oh, just those 2 plants. That's weird. Yeah, so I would try with the individual hygrometer, see what readings you get, and go from there. But anyways, cheers. And one last thing. Peace.
Woo-hoo-hoo!